introduce yourself and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Jackie Albers, and I'm originally from McKinney, Texas, but I currently live in Stephenville, Texas.
And how did you get involved with Nature's Formula?
I got involved because about a year ago in 2020 December, I had a horse that couldn't gain weight, and she was really struggling, and she was off the track thoroughbred. And she was also a really hot horse, and I met Lane and Ed out in Headley, and they told me about the feed, and so I switched her over onto the feed. And then I currently don't have that horse anymore. I had a new horse, but every horse I've been through since her, I've been putting them on the feed, and I totally trusted their products, and so I wanted to get involved with the company and reached out if I could be a part of the team.
What were you doing in Headley that you met them, ran across them?
I was hanging out with my friend Lindsay and Ethan, and Ed and Lane have a house right next to Ethan's house, and Ethan was using it on his horses and testimony to it, and then they testimony to it, and I was desperate, and so.
And then tell us a little bit, what products have you used and what's been your experience so far with those products?
I've used Endurance Equine Feed, MB1, Equine Right, and the Herpes Skincare and the Hair Tonic. And with the Equine Feed, I just recommend it for absolutely every horse. It has totally helped my horses gain the weight they need, the muscle tone, and always keep them going, no matter what age or whenever I start them. MB1, I definitely give my horse a shot at that. Kind of just whenever I feel like that he would need it. Sometimes I'll bring him around a bunch of sick horses, and I get a little wary that he'll get sick, and so I give him a shot at that for immunity booster. I've also used it on some abrasions that he's had, and that's definitely helped. The strangle ones, we luckily, and herpes have had an outbreak, but there was an outbreak last year, and so I was traveling with rodeo. I got wary of that and gave him some of that as well. I know my friend Lindsay, she used it because she goes to tech, and they had a big outbreak there, and her horses never got it. The hair tonic, everyone wants a horse with nice, pretty long mane, and I've been using that for about a year now. My horse's mane definitely grows a lot, and other products are a lot more expensive. I've tried BioMane, but that takes almost a year to really kick in. And so hair tonic definitely is kind of a more faster result, and I really enjoy it and keeping his hair nice and long. And then the skincare I use on his back legs. It's kind of like this rot that gets on the back of their hind legs, and it's kind of scabby. I sprayed that on there to keep that just nice and smooth and keep that off his legs, and that works really well.
So since joining Nature's Formula, what's been your role within the company so far?
I am the kind of marketing director, and I run the social media, but I just try to learn and help to market the products online the best I can, and also to people around my community in Stephenville.
Have you had any luck getting other people to use it and stuff in your area? Yes,
I've had a few gals try the Equine Right, which is also good for ulcers as well, which I kind of recognize as if my horse, if he's starting to get a little fussy when I'm cinching him up and he's already got adjusted by the chiropractor, it might start to be ulcers, so I'll give it to him. I gave a few gals at the barn, and then feed, I've gotten a few friends to try it. I'm not quite sure if they stuck with it, but they did decide to try it.
So if you could only use one of the products for your horse, which one would it be? What's your favorite product?
That's tough. Definitely the feed. It really helps him balance. My horse is locked up in a stall, so if I don't ride him, he just kind of sits there. And the balance between the protein and the fiber really helps. I've only had him colic once, and that's because I was overfeeding him and actually not feeding him enough of the Equine Right. And he had just a small little injury and just needed to stay in the stall for a week straight and not really go out. And he colicked because I was giving him too much alfalfa and too much other stuff. And so I took that out, and I do 2 scoops, 1 scoop in the morning, 1 scoop in the night, just to ensure. And cleaning stalls definitely takes a little bit longer because their gut system is moving, but it's good to see it's always constantly moving.
Any experience on the cattle products or SureGrow, or just still learning on all those?
Still learning on all those. I do use the mineral, however, for my horse, just because I know mineral is very important. And so I give it to him in just like a little bit each and every day. And sometimes to keep him entertained, because he is a young gelding, I'll kind of like roll his Jolly Bolly in water and roll it into the mineral. And he'll just sit there and look at the trailer, kind of keep him occupied when he's really bored.
Thank you, and we'll look forward to working with you in the future.
Yeah, thank you guys.